Well, it's time to move cows. We got our hot wire lane set up to go from there down to that gate. They know where they're going. As soon as you get a few coming through, it turns into a race. So we want to get a stock tank over there first, so when they sprint their way over there, they can go right to water. And then part of the corral is already over there. So then we have to grab the rest of the corral and the all-in-one, get moved over there, and get that set up. So then next week we can do vaccinations and banding and tagging and herd maintenance kind of stuff. And yeah, they're ready. That pasture's done. We did the best with it that we could. We'll get better at consolidating acres, more efficient on acres, but on a spring like this, that's the best we got out of it. And I thought that went pretty well. Now hopefully we can spend the rest of the summer on that beautiful clover. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Though they're gonna graze their way across this. And yeah. So fun. They're almost like kids. You throw a kid in the car to go to grandma's. Well, that's the easy part. It's the 5 bags of clothes, diapers, toys, all that other stuff. And these cows are the same thing. When we move them from pasture to pasture, moving the cows is the easy part. You got to move the fly rub and the mineral lick and the apple cider vinegar tub and the corral setup, and everything else is just a pain in the frickin' butt to plow it all up and put corn. All that money just standing there could buy me another tractor. And just like kids, they have the attention span of a moment. Since I walked away from the gate, they are now like, well, the heck with this, we must move on. So we'll open that gate up and they'll come running back down. Water is filling, tanks are clean, and the hot wire is officially hooked up. And let's start making our way back there and go from there. Oh, I hate cows so much. By the time you get over here to open the gate, they're already up the hill. Come on, get going. Hi, number 3. They're getting rid of their coat. And little calves have a little bull sniff in the air. Good job, little buddy. Yes. Well, here it is, 17 hours later, and that little heifer calf finally made it over here. I had to take most of the fence down from the mansi to these bales, took all the wires down, walked her up and down that fence line, give her time, to sniff her way across the fence, because you can't push them. Just walk and walk and walk. And yeah, that heifer, if she don't change when we start running through the chutes, she's got to earn her way back into the herd. That's for dang sure. I'm not dealing with high strung. When you try and handle them and they just do that panic pee and poop, done, gone. We're gonna attempt to walk these girls up to the corral. With this dry ground, we're having some hoof troubles, and so we just want to get a couple of them checked out, and then later on, like next week or so, then we'll vaccinate, tag, do calf and herd maintenance, and then the end of July we start breeding. So they're going to get used to heading up this facility quite a bit. But yeah, I'm not going to try and record it. It will be an 18 plus video by the time we get these girls into that system. So I'm going to stop here and I'll let you know. All right, well, okay, that actually worked really well. That actually, I had the Massey back there to close that off, and we'll get the four-wheeler out and make sure everybody gets a reward for doing a good job. And any minute, the hoof doctor should be here. This poor gate gets a good beating. And so, yeah, all right, I'll be back. All right, so everything went good. We had one cow to grind her feet on. You saw that. Everybody else was cracked toes. So, and one abscess. We'll monitor the one with the abscess. She's turning her foot out a little bit. And so we'll monitor. She's been improving, so there's no swelling. And she's improving, so there's not really much we want to do. If she turns around and starts getting worse or something, then Scott said call him immediately, and we'll bring her back in and look and see what we can do then. The other ones with the broken toes, it's dry out. Hooves get dry, they crack. Several of them just happen to crack into the meat of the hoof, and so it's a little uncomfortable for them, but nothing you can do. There's no swelling. There looks to be no infection. So all in all, everybody looked pretty good. Even the injured ones are going to be just fine. And we moved the fence now. So there's a fence right on the other side of them going across the bottom of the hill. And she said, yes, there's a fence right. Where's my finger? Right there. So they can still, they can come from the hill. They can come down this lane to the work area when we need them to the work area. Otherwise, they're up on the hill and they'll keep marching their way over, we'll keep moving that fence up there. But yeah, that clover, they walked this section down. They came, you know, they grazed candy over there because they just kept grazing what they already grazed, which makes a lush young plant. And so when we brought them over here, the first 2 days, they know that that gate takes them back there, and they know that that gate takes them to the alfalfa. So they literally just spent 2 days walking that end big time, and then just kind of trampling the whole area. They just paced this whole area, a 7-acre piece. They paced it for 2 days, bawling, hardly eating anything. Well, then finally on day 3, they realized that, well, we don't have much choice. So then they come through here, and they cleaned it up surprisingly pretty good. I don't want them to have it like a sheep herd through here. So this clover, you see the little clover down there already starting to come back. So this will, in a few weeks, hopefully it'll take them a couple weeks, almost, you know, a month to get to the other end. And hopefully on the other side of that hot wire, that stuff has an opportunity to come back. This side is just going to be, it is what it is, because we need to get them down here, access to the facility and stuff. But we can turn that wire off, but whatever. It's working. They like it down here in the mornings, so I don't want to take that away from them. And all this stuff, anything, there's zero waste because we have a herd below the ground, but this will be a different video. And so yeah, on that note, guys, short, sweet, thank you for watching.